Hi everybody, Zach's Reacts, and welcome back to another episode reaction of Fairy Tail. Today we're moving on with episode 278 and officially starting and kicking off the final season of Fairy Tail. I can't believe we're here. It's been such a journey already. It's insane to me that we're at this point. This show, guys, this final season, when it premiered, I think it was 2018 or 19, something like that, sort of recently at the time of this recording, that being promoted and the news articles and stuff like that I saw online was what kind of first caught my attention. It caught my eye and said, "Oh, hey, look, hey, here's Lucy. Look at her. Wow!" And then like, "Oh, wow, look at all these awesome characters. What is this show?" And I had no idea. And so I was just like, "Wow, like that looks really cool. I want to check it out someday." And so it's been on my mind for quite a while since then. Unfortunately, it probably took me another year after the final season came out to finally sit down and start that show. I started it during the March 2020 quarantine when the world shut down, and I'm so glad I chose that show to start watching. It's been a heck of a ride, to say the least, guys. So we're at this point now. We're now doing episode reactions. I started with episode 176 when I finally decided to start episode reactions, and now we're moving forward from there. I am going to go back, guys, and do the episode 1 through 175 after I finish this final season to kind of go back. There's so much I forgot. There's so much I never paid attention to, not really understanding what the show Fairy Tail was kind of all about and what it was like. So I feel like I missed a ton of stuff, and I'm going to definitely, the stuff I do remember, just kind of share my first reactions and experiences that I remember from those episodes. So that'll be a little ways down the line, but I'm so excited now to kick off the final season, guys. I can't wait. So thank you so much to be here on this journey with me. It means the world. Please like this video, guys, if you haven't yet. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And please consider supporting this channel on Patreon. The link is in the description below. And thank you for those of you that already have. So last time, guys, we left off on Fairy Tail basically with the guild getting disbanded. The threat of Tartaros was finally over. Gosh, what an insane Tartaros. And then we had a whole 10-episode flashback of Fairy Tail Zero. We got to learn all about Mavis and a little bit of Zeref and how Fairy Tail kind of got their formation, and that was just so cool. Such a touching moments and scenes with Zera, Mavis's friend. Gosh, I just can't get over all that. That's still insane to me. So now we're moving on, and we left off, guys, with Natsu kind of being off on a year training and just living his life basically. And now he met back up with Lucy and realized that the guild was disbanded. And he's like, "Hey, you know what? We are gonna get everyone back together. We're gonna reform this. This is not okay with me." And that's where we are. So I'm gonna assume, guys, that starting the episode, we're going to have Natsu basically just track down all the members. We're going to see what everyone's been doing for a year, and then just jump right in back into some Fairy Tail madness, I'm sure. So I'm so excited, guys. Let's just get going with episode 278. Here we go.
Magnolia used to be a town full of life, and our guild was at its heart. But those warm and joyous days are gone.
I'll take all the fish. So yummy. Oh, my heart, I see.
Well, they're all together already. So this must be maybe
Cherish those dreams.
what happened
and rest
after
well,
the fact.
because this may be the final dawn we face together.
The final one? Not if I can help it.
Yeah, that's right, because we're not backing down no matter what.
We're still here, and we're ready to fight.
It'll be tough, but Fairy Tail isn't gonna give up that easily. Come on, let's go.
We'll bust in and get our guild back. For the sake of our future. For Fairy Tail.
And on that morning, it began. Together, we raced toward Fairy Tail's final battle.
Okay. Wow. I'm not going to look at the credits right now, guys. I was told that there are some spoilers in it on Patreon, so I'm going to avoid them this time and just enjoy the music. My goodness. I'm so excited already. I can't wait. I remember this song very well. Just the do 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 I remember that, guys. This was my very first video I ever made on the channel, was the opening reactions to the fairy tale songs. Cringy, horrible video. Please don't ever go back and watch it. I had no idea what I was doing. Still really don't, but it's somewhat better than it used to be. But gosh, that song I do remember. I do remember some dancing girl, and she kind of went like, did some cool hand gesture I thought was interesting. That's all I remember from this opening. Just the song, though, stuck with me. It's one of the best songs of all the openings, in my opinion. And I can't wait to see what's actually going on in these credits, now knowing the story and all that kind of cool stuff. So, so excited. So, yeah, so guys, the scene we just saw, I don't know what to make of that yet. I'm assuming, like, we either are going to backtrack from that scene and learn how everybody got to meet back up and all that cool stuff. And then it'll lead back up to the scene we just saw. I'm assuming, they're on the outskirts of Magnolia. They're going to get their guild hall back. Maybe somebody took it over. And we'll go from there. So let's just find out.
The time is upon us.
A bunch of villains, it looks like. There's our man. Oh my gosh. The Lamia Scale Thanksgiving Festival. Okay, let's go.
Lucy, are we there yet?
I think it's just a little bit farther.
Whoa, that's huge!
Natsu! Time to roast this pig!
Not really feeling it.
What did you say? I heard these things are supposed to be super tasty!
Yeah? Come on! He's going in my belly pronto!
So, do you prefer your meat cooked or raw? Seriously!
There's nothing like a meal you make yourself.
I am enjoying Lucy with long hair. That's
What's
interesting.
the matter? You full already?
I was just thinking about stuff. That last battle feels like forever ago.
Huh?
Against Tartaros.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tartaros was so insane.
We'd never fought against anyone so powerful. But still, we rose to the occasion and gave it everything.
So many
we had.
moments
We did.
where they were just like
And it sure
on the
wasn't
brink of
easy.
losing, and everything just being gone and done from the world they know. Gosh, tragic moments throughout that arc.
But we pulled it off, just like always.
You're right.
We scored a huge victory, and Master Makarov went and broke up the guild anyway.
Yeah, I know he had his reasons for doing it, but still, I never gave up on the dream that we'd all be together again. I know I've said it before, but
Yeah, Lucy's been
it's
spending the
true.
past year
I'm so glad
searching
that we
for
finally
everybody,
found each other.
wondering where they all are, what
Now
they're
the three
doing,
of us can go look for the other
doing
members.
investigating.
They're all
I'm sure
out
they're going to
there
use her
somewhere.
clues to kind of track everyone down.
What's the big idea?
I told you nothing beats the flavor of a perfectly grilled fish.
Come on, you big meanie, make it raw again, please! Where are we now?
Thule Village. What do you guys think about getting a room here for the night?
Aye, aye. Something wrong, pal? Whoa, isn't that the clock tower you demolished a while back?
Yeah, looks like they were able to fix it.
Sorta, but the new part doesn't quite match.
Nah. Should I trash it again?
Of course not, you flame brain!
I had a plan to come back and put Gray in his place! And then it was gonna be under Urza and Lox as the big old lightning dolt!
Yeah, well, Gray's one thing, but fighting Urza and Loxus would be pretty crazy.
You think Gray's easy?
I've got an idea, Lucy. Let's get it on.
What? No way! That's the answer you were expecting, weren't you? But actually, I've been doing some super secret training on my own.
Huh?
I mean, I know that I can never beat you in a serious fight, but I'm down to spar with you sometime.
Hold that thought.
What now?
Uh-oh.
No, please don't!
Little timer! You should have come out here with some protection if you didn't want bad stuff to happen to you!
Yeah, geezer! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Were you trying to kill me just now?
Nope, just doing my job, Lucy.
So he
Well,
can
just so you
angle
know,
and control
I have
his
gotten
flames.
really strong.
I
Cool, but
wanna
still not
say that's
feeling
new.
fired up.
Seemed like it to me.
probably from his training. That's pretty cool.
What?
You told us you've been searching for everybody all year. So what gives?
I gathered as much intel as I could. I think we should probably start heading toward the southeast. Surely we can turn up some leads in Marguerite. That's where Lamia Scale's guild hall is.
Oh, the one with Leon and Jura? I smell a chance to show off my skills.
Wanna guess who else is in Lamia Scale now? It may surprise you.
Big King Stash Face?
Ooh, do they have a fish now?
You guys are ridiculous.
Well, I'm assuming that's going to be one of the old fairy tale members is now in Lamia Scale. That's who they're going to get first. I just don't know who.
Next up, we have Toby with some impersonations.
Ahoo! So, I'm gonna start out with me when I'm crying.
He's impersonating himself?
That's not how this works. Our apologies. I ain't finished yet!
Okay.
More skin?
Our apologies.
I'm not finished yet, kid! I'll spin you!
And moving right along, the moment you've been waiting for. Make some noise for our guild's little angels.
Huh?
The Sky
Oh, okay, it's
Sisters,
Wendy.
Shelia and Wendy.
They've been friends since the Grand Magic Games, but this is pretty new.
I got a passion burning deep inside my heart. I wonder if he'll ever know. I am no angel, though I look sweet. I've still got a fire in my soul. I've never cared about fancy wings. My hand in
This is so
yours
interesting.
is all I need. Happy, just you and me. Let's love forever. Wanna hold on to these feelings. In your eyes, I'll keep on gazing.
I don't understand why she's doing this.
They've got the entire crowd eating out of their hands.
I don't know why you're surprised that she joined another guild after Fairy Tale. She's still gotta earn a living after all.
No, I mean, Wendy's not a dragon singer. She's a dragon slayer.
If Wendy's here, then where's Carla?
I thought I might see some familiar faces in the crowd. If it isn't Natsu, Lucy, and the Tomcat. Oh, my apologies.
Oh my
Hello
God.
there, Happy.
That's Carla now?
Say what?
That's that dancing girl in the credits, I remember.
Let's love! Let's love!
Silence.
Wow.
Tonight the hammer
Okay,
of
that's
judgment
new.
will fall
Curious to
squarely
know how
upon
that
Lamia
all
Scale.
happened.
Give thanks. Soon the streets will run red with blood.
It's a parcel tongue guy.
Oh my gosh, I've never been so embarrassed in my life! There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You were super cute up there and everybody loved you.
Let's love forever!
Forever.
But why is the song called Let's Love?
Don't get ticked off.
You have some visitors, Wendy.
I do?
Yo,
Long time no see.
Hey Wendy, you remember us? Oh wow, I can't believe it! I missed you guys so much!
have you gotten taller?
Sorry, I guess I'm still kind of a little shrimp.
Glad to hear it. We're going home,
He
okay?
just gonna take her away.
Hey!
You're traveling around trying to track down everybody, and then you're gonna rebuild Fairy Tale?
The council's been concerned. They've been trying to pinpoint Makarov's whereabouts to no avail.
The council? Like those jerks care.
I didn't know there was still a council.
Since you two have been up in the mountains, there's probably a lot that's happened that you don't know about.
The wizard guilds can't really function without a proper magic council in place. So last year, the 10 wizard saints decided they would come together and form a new one.
And Jura left us in the dust!
Does that mean Master's a member?
He was supposed to be, but then he disappeared without a trace.
Sounds like an annoying gig. I would have disappeared too. Anyway, we'll get to him later. So get your stuff together, and let's go.
Well, Natsu... I'm a member of the Lamia Scale Guild now. I can't just walk away with you.
We knew from the start this time would come someday.
And that's why we're all ready to say goodbye without making a scene!
Like that?
But why can't you come with us?
Because...
She's clearly made up her mind. So please don't berate her for it.
Don't get mad.
How is she human?
How is she
Right?
human?
How the heck are you human?
Oh, this? I mastered my transformation ability. This form both increases my magic power and enhances my clairvoyance. This is no small decision, Wendy, so be sure.
Oh, your kitty form is just the cutest.
I'd be a little torn too, because she has spent the past year like building these new relationships and making new friends and all that kind of stuff, and it's hard just to walk away from all that. Oh my God, what's he doing?
Stop it! You're gonna make me wet the bed!
Hands off while I'm in bed, got it?
I promise that I'm not gonna go anywhere. Sherry moved out when she got married. That had to be tough on you. And if I leave, that means you're gonna be left all alone.
So you shouldn't stick around because you feel sorry for me. I want you to do what makes you happy.
Get the citizens to safety!
This way!
What's going on?
Natsu! The town's under attack! All of a sudden, a horde of monsters just appeared out of nowhere.
I bet the Orochi Fin Guild is behind this. Those guys have been trying to take us down for as long as I can remember. Oh, really?
They're gonna pay for this.
Leon! This is just the first wave of them! There's a massive swarm of monsters coming in from the east!
Yeah, like 100,000!
That many?
With old man Jura gone, this will be like taking candy from a baby.
They're going to waste all their precious magic power fighting my monster.
Natsu's just going to take care of all of them, I bet.
It appears as though they have a monster tamer on their side.
We could just go up.
Right over their heads!
That's true.
You'd be willing to help us out?
Of course I would! 'Cause I'm fired up now! Let's go, Happy!
Aye, aye to the sky! Sorry about that, Natsu! Shelia? Okay. Come on, Happy, we gotta keep going! They're attacking our guild, so it's up to us to save it ourselves!
We must hold them off at all cost.
How dare you steal Happy!
Say what?
I'm coming for you!
Natsu!
He's just going to run right through him.
Get out of my way! Move it!
All right, well, the fight is on. All right, guys, here we go with the next one.
There's so many of them.
All right, guys, we are at 279 now,
They're all heading
and
towards town. Leon,
alone
We have
and the
the
rest of the
Sky
guild can hold
Sisters,
them off
which
for a
is
while.
I always liked them
Natsu
as a
and Lucy
duo.
will
I
help
thought they
too.
were kind of
Our
interesting.
mission is clear. A focused strike.
Obviously, we know
We're
that they
going
met
to
in the
neutralize that
games, and
monster
they were so
team.
similar. They were so
Sorry
friendly
about
to
this
each other. So it's
Don't
kind of
worry,
nice
I
to
don't
see
have
them
any
having
problem
this like
carrying you. You're
big,
not heavy like Lucy.
friendly relationship now.
That's not what I mean.
And
It's
Carla,
just-
as a human, is just throwing me a little bit.
gonna stand back when I knew I could
I'm
do
digging it a
something
lot,
now.
but
I feel the
it's
same.
definitely a new thing because of love. Okay.
We were fighting on opposite sides when we first met. But now we're both on the same team protecting Lamia Scale.
Because of you. After the match, you said that we should be friends.
Still, we wouldn't be together right now if you had said no. Oh my goodness!
The games was another fantastic arc. It was so cool. So many great matches, so many great moments. Loved it.
Shattering light! Sky drill! You're really something else! That was so fun! Gathering! Clouds of heaven! Sky dragon crushing fang!
Cool to see this all again.
That was a lot of fun. Here you go. Feels good. Let's be friends from now on. What do you say? I'd love to. Yeah.
And here we are.
Look there. I don't see him. I do. Let's get a little closer. Sky Sisters attack!
Very cool.
Sky Dragon and Sky God
That's awesome. I gotta say, guys, like Carla, like was as an Exie was never my favorite character. Like she was, I liked her there and involved and everything, but like she always had some kind of like comment or almost negative comment to kind of spout out, and it always kind of made me feel like she just acts like she's above it all and this is beneath her, and so it was a little tough at times. There were some awesome moments with her too, but I was very split as far as the cat version. This human version seems pretty awesome, so I'm excited to see how that goes. Makes me wonder if like Happy's gonna try and like become a human now too.
I know that smell.
Ready? Yeah.
Let's do this. Now, open Gate of the Lion! Loki!
Your knight in shining armor
Welcome back.
is here.
Star Dress! It's Leo fashion!
Wow.
So cool!
Just like Urza.
Re-equip spell? It's actually a little different.
You look radiant in that, Lucy.
When I summon a celestial spirit, I can use some of their magic myself.
Just lovely.
Cut it out. But this means I'm able to jump into the fight as well.
In a dress?
Pretty cool.
She's amazing, isn't she?
Glad to have you by our side.
That's awesome. Like,
Ice Make.
so that was pretty much like what Aquarius kind of bestowed on her back in Tartaros, and it seems now within that past year that she's been able to now figure out how to do it for all the other spirits. So that's really awesome.
It's a light-based attack, to be specific.
Love it.
Sky Dragon Talon! Now Sky God!
We're just cleaning up.
Shall I step in?
No, no. These pests are not worth the sweat off your brow.
Huh?
Are you okay? Think so.
The girl. I've seen her somewhere before.
Wait, you sure?
I want to see how you fly now.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
This guy looks familiar. I'm trying to place him.
No. It's him again. Oh dear. That's Blue Note Stinger. He's from Grimoire Heart.
He was back on the island arc and fought Kana
Something's holding us down.
and
With the power of my gravity, I
defeated
can
Kana,
squash
and
you all like
Gildarts had
insects.
to basically
Sir,
step in,
please.
and he fought
I beg you
Gildarts,
to
and they were pretty
exercise
evenly
restraint.
matched.
You're crushing
And
my men
Gildarts
as
is
well.
like the most
Come on,
overpowered
everyone.
character
Forget
on
I
the
said
show, I
anything.
think.
Feel free to do whatever you want, sir.
Now, for this guy to be here,
Get it? Why is he here?
it'll be a tough fight.
Back home! Ready?
And I can't remember what happened to him back in the island arc, if he actually was ever killed, supposedly, or something else. If he escaped.
Shelia!
Gotcha.
Natsu!
Alright, so this must be an opportunity now for Natsu just to showcase how strong he's become, because he could never fight Gildarts and win. And this guy gave Gildarts a run for his money, so if Natsu fights him, Natsu's going to beat him very easily, is my guess. And that'll just show the world how strong Natsu has become. And just that's my guess. We're gonna see how it goes.
Do you see who we're fighting? It's the guy who nearly killed us on Tenro Island. That's Blue Note Stinger.
Never seen him before.
Seriously?
He's familiar as well.
Fairy glitter.
He was nothing but a pest.
There's another moment, guys, where like
But
villains
still,
come back. There's more to them
seeing
than
his
just the
face and
initial
hearing
arc and
his voice
storyline they're in.
fills me with rage.
That's what I love about Fairy Tail so much. They flesh out their villains. They flesh out all these side characters so
I
well.
can barely move. It's crazy. How strong is he? Blue Note, sir!
I need to take him out. Quickly.
You're not crushing anyone!
Look at that fire!
It's lifting the ground.
No way!
You should have never messed with Fairy Tail!
Fairy Tail? That's it! That's how I know them!
Cause now you're gonna pay!
This one can really fly!
Oh. They really made it seem like Natsu just walked around and ate for a year, but he's obviously did something right. Okay, yeah, he's done. He's still holding her.
No, not to steal.
More importantly, my clothes are on fire! Hey, Natsu, forget about the lecture for now. Look over there!
Huh?
The bad guys are doing something.
Surrender.
Looks like the monsters were all turned away.
Way to go, guys! It's kind of hard to believe Orochi Fen hired Blue Note Stinger.
They hired who now? Wait, the gravity guy?
You really didn't remember him?
I understand why you'd forget. We got attacked by something way more powerful than him right afterward.
Huh. I don't know what you mean. I guess it must be my turn to forget stuff.
She means Acnologia.
Oh, so you can remember his name.
There's a good reason I can't forget him.
Goodness. Acnologia is the whole reason why Natsu went off to train, because he's not strong enough for Acnologia, and nobody is. Loxus kind of felt the same way. He felt helpless. He couldn't do anything, so he went off to train last time we saw him. Okay, I don't know what that is yet,
Do you
but
happen to know where Wendy and Shelia ran off?
yeah. So
Those
Acnologia
young
is still
ladies
out
are
there,
both
guys.
gonna be
We
beautiful
are.
women
You know,
before too long.
the
They
fight will
needed
come,
to
I'm
talk
sure,
in
at some
private.
point.
Listen, Wendy. You need to go and be by Natsu's side again.
What?
You love him, don't you?
Hold on! You're making it sound like something else!
I mean, I do look up to him, sure. But it's way different. He's more like my big brother. You know, that's love too. If you don't go, you'll regret it. It's obvious Natsu still believes in you. And in Fairy Tale. Follow your heart. Wendy, even if we're in different guilds, you and I will always be friends.
You mean it?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, the parallels here with
Friends forever.
these two and Mavis and Zera, now that we've seen their story, it's crazy. So touching, so touching.
It was a pleasure to have you,
We truly appreciate your kindness.
and we appreciate your help.
I'm sorry. I feel terrible about leaving. Like I'm just being selfish.
This is what we agreed to when you joined, so don't be sad.
We always said we'd be part of their guild until Fairy Tale reformed.
Don't go, Carla!
you! I know.
Jeez, pull yourself together, child.
Even though they joined another guild, I'm so happy that they never gave up on Fairy Tale.
Come on, don't be such a crybaby.
I'm sorry.
It'll be all right. I can take over as one of the Sky Sisters so the show can go on.
In your dreams.
Leave it to
Oh
me.
my God.
It's never gonna happen!
Farewell, and
Wow.
best of luck with rebuilding Fairy Tale.
Love it.
Thanks.
Give Gray my regards.
You know, he's one of the members I've completely lost track of.
I was about to say
Careful out
Gray's probably
there.
next on the list they go after, but if they don't know, maybe not.
Bye, Wendy! I'll miss you! Bye! I'll miss you too!
Hey, it's okay to cry.
But I won't. Fairy Tale is getting back together, and that's nothing to cry about.
That's quite enough tears for now, Wendy. Dry your eyes.
I know, but they were so sweet after Fairy Tale broke up. I really started to feel like I was becoming part of a family again. Then you guys came back for me.
She's crying because she's sad and happy?
This is only the start of it, Wendy. We're gonna get everybody back together.
Well, if we travel eastward, we'll reach a place called Rainbringer Village.
That's kind of a weird name.
Supposedly, it never stops raining there, so I'd say it's pretty fitting.
We know someone who likes the rain.
Oh, Juvia! Ooh, she has green now. So ready for Juvia. Let's go. All right, guys, we're just going to keep going on. Let's go. Hey, the village of the
It
Rainbringer.
looks like the rain is concentrated on that village.
That must be it, huh? It's rainy over here!
I'm assuming
Sunny over
Juvia is
here,
going to be the
and
one
I'm
that's
back in the rain.
creating this rain, and that's
Just a little
they literally
differently.
named the
When I stand
the
here
village
and get the
after
best of
what she's
both.
doing.
I like your
maybe.
They're so easily entertained.
So yeah, guys, we're at episode 280 now, and we have Wendy now with the group. That was awesome to kind of catch up with her.
It seems completely deserted to me.
And it looks like, based on the ending of
showed
last
up.
episode, we're
She's
going to
over
be
there.
looking for Juvia and probably find out what happens to Gray this time. Because obviously they're not going to be together. That's probably why she's so sad.
Hey, Juvia!
You miss me, babe?
With all of my being.
We should blow this town.
My icy hug! How can you be so cool and still so hot?
Simmer down. But I am glad you're fired up.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was a pretty energetic welcome.
It's so good to see you again, Juvia.
What's the matter
She's
with
out.
you?
She fainted!
Avatar. All right, let's go.
I wonder if this is even Juvia's house.
I'm picking up a faint whiff of Gray, too.
Is he hiding from us?
No. You asked if I was living here alone. In truth, Gray and I shared it. Just us two.
She looks so smug.
After the guild disbanded, we came across this deserted village and decided to stay in one of the houses. We took our meals together, trained together, worked together.
Lived
And
her
at night
best
we
fantasy,
slept.
apparently.
We get it, okay?
In separate beds, which was his idea. It was pure bliss. Be careful about leaving your clothes lying around. Again. Darling? Are you okay? You look like you have a rash or something.
Don't worry about it. Let's go eat lunch.
Oh, is the
From that day on,
becoming
he
evil is like
insisted
the
on leaving
demon
the village
part
by
of, like the
himself.
demon slayer part of him taking over?
And half a year ago, he never came back.
I'm sorry.
What kind of a jerk up and leaves like that?
I can think of one.
At least I left behind a will.
Pretty sure that was just a note.
Still, you took off without so much as a warning. How do you think that affected me? Honestly, it made me feel...
Do you have to flirt with him in front of us?
I'm not flirting! Are you trying to tell us that you don't even know where he ran off to?
Yes, that's precisely what she's telling us.
But I never found him. I decided to come back home. This house may seem empty, but it's not. It's filled with every memory we made together. So I waited here, foolishly hoping he'd return to the life we'd built.
I promise I'll find him. For you and the rest of us. We're gonna get everyone back together. And I ain't stopping until we're a guild again.
You're being unusually quiet over there, Natsu.
Just thinking about our next move. We're gonna pay Sabretooth a visit.
Huh?
The Irrations Sace, Grim Moorheart, and Tartaros, the three powerful members of the Barum Alliance, have fallen. The era of dark guilds is over, which means now begins the era of Avatar. What we pray for is a world
Priest,
ruled by the Dark
Alok,
Lord Zeref. The time is upon us. We
Goman,
must
and
purify the
Abel.
world of all who oppose our demonic sovereign. All we
D6
do, we do
and
for
Brian.
Zeref.
These look like some crazy
All we
villains.
do,
And
we
Jerome.
do for Zeref.
That's such a human name.
All
Oh, and
we
Mary.
do,
Okay,
we
that's
do
another
for
one.
All we
Oh,
do,
okay.
we do for Zeref.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, that's huge! Hey, what makes you so sure Sabretooth is gonna have any info on Gray anyway?
I can't talk about it.
But why would that be a secret?
Listen real close, Lucy.
Hey, you need to look where we're going and don't let go of the reins!
I trust Gray, all right? But the only way we're gonna be able to find out anything useful is if we stop trusting him. I will find Gray and bring him back. You hear me? But I can't say any more until that happens.
Turn around, dummy!
Lucy? It's you! Well, this is certainly a pleasant surprise.
Hey, Yukino! I hope everything's going good with you.
Yeah, things are great.
Honestly, business picked up for us when we stopped having to compete with you guys in Fairy Tale.
There's some faces I haven't seen in a while.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
Hey there, strangers. Thanks for dropping by.
Oh my gosh.
It's good to see ya!
You are?
What's up, Sting?
Wow, man, you haven't changed one bit.
Yeah, you either.
Are you blind?
Oh my gosh. What is going on here?
So, what brings you all the way to our guild?
If you came here to hang out, then be our guest.
Is Frosh around?
Frosh went out on a job with Rogue and Milady, and I don't know when they'll be back.
Where'd they go?
Hey, man, get your hands off Lecter, okay?
Please calm down.
I don't know. But they just left. They're probably only as far as the city gates by now.
Awesome. Thanks, little guy.
Hang on, Natsu.
So yeah, guys, I didn't include it in this video. I kind of cut it out, but there was a little tease before the credits of this episode that kind of recapped that future Rogue.
Scales out for him.
The whole point of him being evil in the Eclipse arc was because Frosh was killed.
Is that Natsu?
And so they kind of brought that back together
Choking me.
and said, hey, you know, it's been a year, Natsu, you need to, you know, prevent Frosh from being killed and causing future Rogue to be created, basically. So I'm sure this is kind of what is on Natsu's mind right now with all this. Oh, Lucy and Minerva.
It's been some time.
Yeah.
Oh, were you just at the guild hall?
We dropped by for a sec.
The last time they were together
He looked a little bit plus-sized.
not a good time.
It's because we had our annual tiger eating competition a few days ago.
Ah, and he went a bit overboard, did he?
But I was the one who tasted victory. Lucy, I'd like to apologize for my behavior last year.
Oh, yeah. Big, crazy fight.
Apology accepted. I mean, both of us only wanted our teams to take home the grand prize.
That's true, but I went way too far.
Listen, it's
Minerva
all water
is
under the
a
bridge
character that
I think it's a
totally
shame that
180'd me,
Fairy Tail
guys.
had
Like,
to
I hated
disband
her
like
so
that.
much because of
You all made such a wonderful
everything she
guild.
did in the games and her attitude and everything. And she's come such a long way, and we learned how her
It's not
upbringing
really gone.
created her
It'll always
personality,
live on in
and
our hearts.
she's risen
That's
above
the
all
guild's
that now,
true
and now
home.
she's a great person and a decent, kind person.
Second, Happy! Same place as mine!
All right.
Now what's so urgent? Why the hell did you drag me all the way out here?
I want to see your job request.
Huh?
Just show me the flyer. Destroy Avatar. That must be it. I'm gonna take this one for you.
Huh?
The bounty's yours. But you and Frosh can't leave town until I get back. I want you to swear you'll stay put.
You've lost your mind.
Where are you going?
Whoa, wait, Natsu!
It's time for us to start making tracks, you guys.
Gotta go change history
Keep an eye on those two, okay?
for the future.
Don't let them leave town!
1 year from now. What's going on with that?
Yep.
No idea.
That was weird.
You must warn the rogue from your time to protect Frosh 1 year from now.
After all of the Dark Guilds were defeated, Avatar rose up to take their place. They're fanatically devoted to Zeref.
To Zeref?
I'm not sure if he has anything to do with them, but as I understand it, the members of Avatar worship him like a god.
So they're just a bunch of Zeref's flunkies? Now I'll tell you what's going on. It's all because of what Future Rogue said to me.
When those dragons came?
And then, on that fateful day that I lose Frosh, it will finally happen. I will be swallowed by the darkness forever. 1 year from now. You must warn the rogue from your time to protect Frosh 1 year from now. from Grey Fullbuster.
Oh,
He will kill.
so that was what was whispered that we never got to hear in that episode. So it all connects now back together. Crazy.
Come on, Natsu, don't keep us in suspense. Are you gonna
So that's
tell
how he
us what
knows that
Rogue
Grey
said,
must
or
be
what?
with this
The year
Avatar
after
group.
that Grand Magic Games, meaning right now, Grey's supposed to be our enemy.
No way!
So I thought if we went where Rogue and Frosh were supposed to go, we'd run into him there. You heard what Juvia said. Grey had those black markings all over him. They were on him when we fought Mard Gear, too.
Well, that's right.
I'm not sure, but I think the way he was given his Demon Slayer magic may have involved him getting taken over by some kind of demon. It'll be okay, Lucy. 'Cause no matter what happens, Grey's always gonna be one of us.
You're right.
Aye, aye, sir!
The Avatar Black Magic
Oh,
Cult.
Zeref, the
All
day
right.
of purification draws nigh when all souls are offered up to you in a great reaping. You shall be exalted on high atop a grand world of magic.
Yeah, I feel like I
heralding
forgot
the
all
death
of
and
these guys'
rebirth of
names.
this contaminated
Jerome and
domain.
Mary
Your
stick out
Eminence.
with me. But all
Please
these other
excuse me.
characters I don't remember
Do
yet.
you intend to proceed soon? We've received word that the Council may have already learned of the purification plan.
We all know how Grandfather has a tendency to be hard-headed. So I'd wager it won't be too long before we have some company.
Silence, Poison Tongue.
Hey now! I really don't appreciate being given one of your terrible nicknames.
If the Magic Council has caught wind of the purification plan we're brewing up, that would be mighty bad indeed.
Ugh, first these terrible nicknames, then terrible tea puns? Give me a break.
Our problem is not with the Council, but rather how word of
Interesting
our plan
characters.
has reached their ears.
What you're trying to say is that they have a spy in our ranks, right? And you're trying to point the finger at me, aren't you?
Icy boy.
Well, you did come to us from the quote-unquote greatest guild in the world, LOL.
What did draw you to our cause?
Lay off him, Bushy.
It's cool, Briar. I welcome the chance to explain myself. I joined you because I'm after the Book of E&D. Is that a good enough reason for you? That's all I want. No matter what I have to do to get it or who I gotta go through, it will be mine.
Such darkness.
Yeah, I used to be in a guild.
And that's not a
More
lie.
than
He's
that,
not faking
but
it.
it's
He
gone
really
and
does
I
want
found
that
my
book.
true
He
calling.
promised his dad.
Now listen up closely so I don't have to repeat myself. The only thing I care about is killing E&D, and I'm sure as hell gonna make that happen.
Revenge has cast a dark
He doesn't know
shadow
it's
over
Natsu.
his heart.
We, the audience,
So
knows
if you
it's
can get me
Natsu.
there, I'm with you.
Oh,
Crazy,
there's no
crazy
way
story. I
some
love
spy
it.
from the Magic Council could give off that kind of raw dark energy.
I've given it careful consideration. And yes, you may call me Bushy.
Well, that's the place. No doubt about it.
It's creepy. Like an old church swallowed by the forest.
Okay, what now?
Trusty old Plan T, of course.
Avatar's HQ is somewhere in there. Roger. But, sir, I have some unfortunate news.
Oh?
Our spy has confirmed that Grey Fullbuster is in fact affiliated with the cult.
I guess we'll just have to arrest him with all the other creeps. Isn't that what the custody enforcement unit is supposed to do anyway?
All right. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now to see what Gagio and Panther Lily are up to. But my gosh, we're 3 episodes in, guys. I'm already loving this new story and this new arc. It's great. It's just diving right into some craziness. And in between all the craziness, I'm sure we're just going to be, gathering up some other Fairy Tail members and regrouping and rejoining and getting everyone back together. It's such a good feeling to see everyone meet up again and all that. Gosh, it's so good. I wanted to comment really quick, guys. I almost said it last episode, but I decided to save it. And then just seeing Sabretooth in this episode too, it just kind of confirmed it. But I love how this show introduced so many other guilds, like Lamia Scale and Sabretooth most recently, in these episodes. Back when they were introduced, guys, they could have very easily just made them like enemy guilds against Fairy Tail, and like, but they made the characters in those guilds so likable, and like as almost as if like we could watch a whole show about Sabretooth and a whole show about Lamia Scale and a whole show about Mermaid Heel and all those other ones, and it's just so cool because it just fleshes out their story so much more. It fleshes out everything about them and how they connect and interact with Fairy Tail. It's so cool, and I love it, and I just want to comment on that, guys. So I'm going to study the credits more next time. I didn't get too specific with it.
Avatar's most powerful
It's like we're
begins.
getting into some fights right away.
Unfortunately, Gray is on the dark side, wielding his newfound Demon Slayer magic. Just as Rogue predicted, former comrades meet again as enemies. Has he forgotten the bonds he formed during his days in Fairy Tail? I can hardly believe it. Next time, Underground Clash. The cry of a trusting heart reverberates through the air. But will it be returned with silence?
Wow. Okay. So yeah, Natsu versus Gray next time. It looks like didn't think we'd get to that so quickly, but that looks awesome. And yeah, guys, I'm quite excited to see what happens next. I'm really torn. I don't know if I can flat out say that Gray is like undercover. Like I want to, just because he's the Gray we know and the Gray we love from Fairy Tail and all that, but he seems legitimately evil, and he's on his path for the END book, and that's all, and nothing else matters. Friends, pushed aside, guild pushed aside, nothing else matters. And so I'm really torn is if he's actually serious against being like this the way he is and against Natsu and everybody, or if he is going to be come a few episodes down the line just kind of say, actually, you know what, I'm undercover, I just needed information, I'm here for a reason, I learned something, and that's why I left Juvia and all that. So I'm really torn. I can't say one way or the other. My gut though is leaning me towards the fact that he is actually turning evil and becoming a bad guy, and that they're going to have to save him or do something like that. So time will tell, guys, on that. I don't know for sure one way or the other how that's going to go, but I'm quite excited to see what happens next, guys. So thank you again so much for joining me on this journey and tuning in and hanging out with me today. It means the world. Please drop a comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think of these episodes. I'd love to chat with you guys about it. And otherwise, we'll be back next Friday with more episodes of Fairy Tail. In the meantime, guys, feel free to check out the new Eden Zero episodes coming every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and more Black Clover coming on Wednesdays. And yeah, so that's about all I got to say for today, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a great day. Please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't yet, and we'll be back for the next one. Till then, take care.